क्या कोई अंदर से तो ठीक ही लग रहा है, मान लो ऑन हो गया वीडियो। Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I wanted to now we'll be starting with interfacing of motors, DC motor, stepper motor, etc. But because the subject was there in last even semester last year, so I wanted to know. I had already done this on YouTube. The classes on YouTube for last year batch, your senior batch, because this was there in 6th semester. This subject was there, microcontroller. So I have those YouTube. So I wanted to share. Let me check whether I can share this video or not. Because if it is shared, then my work, our work will be reduced. So I don't know whether. Can you see the video? Can you see this video?
Yes, ma'am.
So you can see this board. You can see all this. Shall I run this video? Let's see whether you can understand it or not. Can you see what is written on this particular board? Can anybody tell me? Anybody can tell me what is written on this?
Interfacing DC modes with 8051 microcontroller.
Yes. So we'll be seeing the interfacing of motors. So we'll start with, you may be knowing the types of motors, DC motors, stepper motors, servo motors. So we'll start with DC motor. You all know that how DC motor works. It is having, DC means it is having polarity, positive, negative. So if you connect the positive supply to positive terminal and negative supply to negative terminal, then it will move in forward direction. If you reverse the polarities, reverse the supply, then it will move in reverse direction. So how many terminals DC motor is having? DC motor is having only 2 terminals, positive and negative. And it can be 12 motor, 12 volt DC motor, it can be 9 volt DC motor, it can be 6 volt DC motor, 24 volt DC motor kind of. But how much is the supply voltage of 8051 microcontroller? Because it is digital IC, so it is having only 5 volt. So and the current capability of microcontroller or microprocessor output pins is not sufficient to drive the motor. So you cannot connect the driver motor wires directly to the port pins of 8051 microcontroller or microprocessor or whatever. You have to have motor interfacing ICs or motor driver IC, which is called as, with this IC is nothing but L293D. And this is a 16 pin IC. It is having four combinations, like input 1 and output 1 with ground, input 2, output 2 with ground, input 3, output 3 with ground, and input 4, output 4 with ground. So that means it is having 4 channels, and it is having for these 2 channels it is having one enable, and for these 2 channels it is having another enable. So unless and until this enable is active, you cannot use this particular channels of this IC L293D. Why we use this IC? Because the current capability of, let me start this video. I don't, let me see how it works. You tell me whether you can hear it or not.
मैम आवाज नहीं आ रही है.
एक minute. Settings. It is full. At my end it is full. Okay, I will pause it in between and I will explain you. So will you be able to understand, listen? Was it possible for you to understand it? Sakshi, can anybody tell me? Could you listen it? भाई बताओगे तभी तो आगे बढ़ पाएंगे. कोई तो बोलो. Is it necessary that always each and every time Sakshi will answer? And if she is not there, if she is not getting connected with internet, then nobody will answer. Thirty-one
Hello, ma'am.
participants are there, but all 31 participants are muted. Dumb. Why? Do you log in and go here and there? Yeah, please, Sakshi, tell me.
मैम ऑडियो नहीं जो है आ रही है तो सो हम लोग को सुनाई नहीं दे रहा वो
ठीक है,
उसमें
ठीक
है
है.
क्या ये तो लेक्चर देखने के बाद.
ठीक है. I will explain this, and what I will do, I will share this. You watch my this YouTube channel. There the title will be there, direction control of DC motor with 8051 microcontroller, and you will understand when you will listen it to personally on YouTube, you will understand it better, because maybe because we are connecting it through Zoom, you may not be able to listen it properly. So I will explain you this because we cannot connect DC motor directly to the port pins of 8051 microcontroller, because here the output current capacity of pins of 8051 microcontroller is in few milliamperes. Maybe it may be 10 milliampere or 2 milliampere. It is not sufficient to drive the motor, any kind of motor. So you have to have one interface in between this, between motor and between 8051 microcontroller, to drive the motor efficiently. Now L29, previously we used to use transistors, but now because this configuration is already inbuilt in L293D motor driver IC, and it is having 4 groups. We can call it as 4 non-inverting drivers. Input 1, input 2, ground. These 4 combinations are there, and with 2 combinations, 1 enable is there. And because you know that DC motor is having 2 polarities, 2 wires, one is positive and one is negative. So for if you connect, because see, if you can see this diagram properly, this is 8051 microcontroller, and let's say we are using port 1. So because DC motor is having 2 wires, so we will be needing 2 port pins. Port pin 1.0, port pin 1.1. You can use any 2 pins, but here to just to make the program easy, just to make the hardware also easily understandable, I have used the successive pins, port 1.0 and port 1.1. Now what will you do? Because you cannot connect directly motor to these 2 pins of port, so we are taking L293D. Now we will take 2 pairs of it, because we have 2 wires of DC motor. So we will take 2 pairs, that is input 1, output 1, and ground, input 2, output 2, and ground. So now input 1 is connected to port 1.10 and input 2 is connected to port 1.1. After this, what is this doing? This is only enhancing the current capability. So it will go, it is enhancing the current capability from 10 milliampere to 600 milliampere, and if you observe the peak, it will be 1.2 ampere. So that means now this much current is sufficient to drive the motor. So input 1, the corresponding output pin is output 1, and for input 2, the corresponding output pin is output 2. So whatever is available on port 1.0 will be available at output 1, but with enhanced current capability. So I will be connecting output 1 to one polarity of DC motor and output 2 to another polarity of DC motor. Now this VS is for motor supply, because it is not possible that always you will work with 5-volt motor, because 8051 microcontroller is having VCC of maximum 5 volt, but motor can be of 12 volt, 24 volt, 36 volt. So here one pin is provided, VS, that is corresponding to the motor supply. So if my motor is 12 volt, then I should connect this to 12 volt. So internally it is going to motor supply, VS. Now VSS is nothing but the power supply for this particular IC. So it should be, this is nothing but the power supply which we use for 8051. The same power supply we use for this particular IC L293D VSS. So this VSS is connected to 5 volt, but this is connected through pull-ups. These inputs are connected through pull-ups resistance, 10K resistance maybe it is. So now, and because this is having 4 drivers, we are using only 2 drivers. So these 2 which are unused, these 2 inputs we are grounding, because we are not using this. So they should not get any floating inputs. So that's why we are connecting it to ground. Now, whatever I want to give to this particular supply, positive or negative, it should come from these port pins. So port pins means these are digital pins. Digital pins means it is having only two levels, logic 0 and logic 1. Logic 0 means it will be 0 volt and logic 1 means it will be 5 volt. So if I want to control the direction of this DC motor, direction of DC motor means it will move in forward direction or it will move in reverse direction. So if I want to move it into forward direction, then positive pin of this should get positive, that means logic 1, and negative pin of this should get logic 0. And if I want to move this in reverse direction, then positive pin should get negative and negative pin should get positive supply. So how I achieve it with the help of, this is the interfacing diagram with microcontroller. We are taking this just the example of port 1, 2 pins we are using. Now how do we control the direction of DC motor? Let's say, because with this configuration, how do we write the program? We are taking we are taking here for port 1 FE. What is FE? FE stands for F means 1 1 1 1 and E means it is 1 1 1 0. Understood? FE? You all know what is FE?
Yes, ma'am.
So what will be, if my status on port 1 is FE, then what will be the status of port 1.0 pin? If it is FE, then what will be the status of port 1.0? Nobody knows FE. What if you put FE as a byte in port 1, then what will be the logic level of this particular port pin? Nobody knows? You people are not asked to write program. You people are not asked to
Ma'am,
answer big
it
questions.
is,
This is only logical question, but logical
ma'am,
questions also you are not answering. Yeah,
ma'am,
what
it
will be
should
the?
be 0.
Yes, it should be 0 and this should be
0.
1, because the status is like that, 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 0. So because simultaneously I cannot share 2 3 screens, otherwise I would have share another screen and I would have explained you. But these are the few logic basic things which I expect you should answer it after so many classes. After 28 classes, at least this should have been too easy to answer. Now this will be 0, so this will be 0 and this will be 1 because we have put FE on this. So 0 means this pin will be 0, that means this pin will be 0, and 1 means this pin will be 1, and that's why output 2 pin will be 1. So this is getting 0 and this is getting 1. So 0 and 1 means, suppose if this is positive and this is negative, then it will move in reverse direction because it is getting inverted supply. But if it is not, if it is ground line and if it is positive line, negative line and positive line, then it will move in forward direction. But the thing is that either of the pin should be 1 and either of the other pin should be 0. And now at current situation with FE, this is 0 and this is 1. So what you will do, you will call delay. Delay means you will put this status for some time on the pin so that this particular will get 0 for some time and this particular will get 1 for some time. And then what you are doing, because ports are latched. Latched means unless and until you overwrite or you write something else on this port, the previous data is remaining as it is. The previous data is not altering. That means the ports are latched, and that's why we don't have to bother. If I'm calling delay, that means for this delay time, the status on the port 1 will be FE. It is not going to change unless until I change the status on port 1. So you're calling the delay. Now what I am doing, I am XORing this port 1 with FF. Now XORing with FF, what it will do? What will be the contents of port 1?
Ma'am, 0 1 hex.
Yes, very good. Last it will be 0 1. Last two pins it will be 0 1. So why we are doing this? The one previously it was 1 0. That means this was 0 and this was 1. But when we are XORing with 1, then this is becoming 1 and this is becoming 0. That means XORing is doing the job of inversion. Understood? Because if I XOR 1 with XOR, it will be 0. If I XOR 0 with 1, it will be 1. That means indirectly I am inverting it. Why I am inverting it? Because for few times I have put the supply positive 0 and 1 combination. Now next time I have to put the supply as 1 and 0. So how to achieve 1 and 0 over here? You can move another data on port, but we have one instruction XOR. So if I have this instruction XOR, I can do easily inversion of this particular lines pins. So XOR I have not used for logical operation. I have used for inversion of these two pins. So if I am doing XORing with FF, these two pins will interchange the status. This was 0 previously, now it will be 1. This was 1 previously, now it will be 0. So motor will get the supply in reverse direction. So what I'm doing is jumping to DC loop. Where is the DC loop? DC loop is here. So I'm again calling the delay. So till for this particular delay, now my status on these pins will be 1 and 0 because ports are latched. So unless until now, next time I will I'm not changing the data, it will not going to change. So this is the small program. This is only the program for direction control. For this part, with FE status, for this particular time, you are moving it into forward direction or reverse direction, whatever maybe, however maybe you have connected the status, positive to positive, then forward, positive to negative, then it will be reverse direction, and then you are reversing the supply. Or status, logic 1 will become logic 0, logic 0 will become logic 1, and again you are calling the delay. So now you are changing the direction of the motor. Previously for this much time it was moving in forward direction, now for this much time it will move in reverse direction. And how will you write the delay program? You all know that how to write the delay program. You will take some count in one register, you will take some count in another register and another register, or you may use register pair depending upon how much delay you want. Now what you're doing, you are taking some count in R5. Let's say I have taken 0 0. So next instruction is djnz R5. If it is decrement by 1, so 0 0 decremented by 1 will become FF, and jump if not 0, so it is not 0. So where it will jump to this particular line only, delay 3. So it will do this operation till R5 becomes 0. When R5 becomes 0, then R6 is decremented once. So, and it will check whether it is not 0. So R6 is decremented 1 by means it will become FF. So if it is not 0, it will go to delay 2 routine. What is delay 2 doing? Delay 2 is again loading F00 in R5. So this will be again conducted for FF times. So this is the way you can increase the delay by putting loops into loops. So, and once it is over, you will write RET program because you have called this as a subroutine, a call. So after this, the last instruction should be RET, written from subroutine. So whenever this delay will be over, it will return to the main program. Now where it will return to the main program, it will return to XRL, this instruction. So now FF means this was 1 and this was 0. So again, when it is returning to this program, it will again become 1 0. Then next time it will become 0 1. Next time it will become 1 0. Next time, likewise, you can change the direction of the DC motor. Is it clear to you?
Yes. Ma'am.
Yeah, so program is very small, but you have to see that when you are interfacing, you should not connect directly this DC motor to port pins, but you have to connect L293D motor driver IC. This L293D is 16 pin IC and it is having 4 drivers inside it. So out of which 2 drivers we are using because DC motor is having 2 terminals. And delay, whichever delay is asked to you, you have to write the program delay program accordingly. So it is not that I have taken 080000. This is just for to understand one example I have taken, but you may be asked to put the delay of some milliseconds, some seconds, etc. So accordingly, you have to write the delay program. So I let me see like what is there in this video again. Yeah. So I was explaining this part. I had forgotten that this part is also there. So now this delay means first you are putting it for this much time, and then you are putting it for this much time. So so now what is my duty cycle? My duty cycle is 50%. 50% means on time and off time is same. But if I want to increase the speed of the motor, then what I should, these are called as PWM waveforms. PWM means pulse width modulation waveforms. Pulse width modulation waveform means now if by this delay is this much, and for next time my delay is this much, then my duty cycle, let's say suppose if my delay, this is 30% and this is 70%, then my duty cycle is 70% on time, and or on time divided by total time. And if my duty cycle is 25%, that means 25% is on time and 75% is off time. So that means what it indicates, that if I give it for like larger period on time, suppose if my on time is for larger time, then it will move faster. If my on time is for lower period, then it will move slower because it is getting supply for the less time. So if I want to now direction control, we have seen that for direction control we have to reverse the polarity, but if I want to control the speed, then I have to control this delay timing. For you have to write, if I'm calling this delay for twice, that means the same delay I'm calling twice, that means I am using 50% duty cycle. That means on time and off time is same. But suppose if I want to have higher speed, then I have to go for large on time and small off time. If I want to move the DC motor slow, if the speed should be slow, then my on time should be less and off time should be more. Then in that case, what I should do, I should not call this delay twice. I should write 2 separate delay programs, one for 70% and one for 30%. So when this was FE, I will be calling delay 1 for 70%, and when I am reversing this, I will be calling another delay of 30%. So likewise, I will control the speed of the DC motor. Is it clear to you how to control the speed of DC motor?
Yes, ma'am.
So by varying this, these are PWM. So by varying these delay timings, you can vary the speed of the motor. And for direction, you have to reverse the polarity. Suppose if this is 0 and this is 1, then you have to reverse this should be made 0, this should be made 1. And if you want to stop the motor, then both should be 0, 0. So this is how we control the direction of the DC motor and we control the speed of the DC motor. So three keywords we have seen. One is the motor driver IC, that is L293D. Then we have seen the how we are interfacing it. Then we have seen that what to do for direction control. Then we have seen that what to do for the speed control. So your job is to, now your assignment is that you should write the program for speed control, because here I have used only one delay. So I am using the same timing, on timing and off timing same. So you have to write the program to control the speed of the DC motor. So I will share the link of this particular YouTube in chat box. Let me see where it is. Yeah, can you see this link? You can copy, you can directly observe, you can so watch my YouTube channel. All these things are there in liked videos. This may be there. So better you subscribe my YouTube channel. So whatever I will update, you will get it. So you can go with this. Observe this. So next time we'll see speed control, or you have to write. Okay, now you can start writing your attendance. So Ansh is there in the class. Ansh, are you there in the class? Ansh, can you unmute? Ansh Khare, can you unmute yourself? So have you written the attendance? All of you have given the attendance, or still somebody is there? Ansh, are you there? Please unmute yourself. I want to discuss something. So all of you have written your attendance?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah, I have given you the link also, and I have explained you this also. So you can watch also on link, you will understand. And so let me stop sharing. And let me, if all of you have written the attendance, then let me end the meeting.